a chore. Her father held her a grudge, but wouldn't give her up for adoption. No, that was too good. Happiness was not an option. Born already addicted to a variety of substances hard. Her mother taken that day to a pauper's graveyard. Agnes Black, miserable thing, if only you died in the womb. Death would have been better instead of the pain you would consume. Agnes Black, innocent girl who never stood a chance. Much like your beginning, your future would be a cemetery dance. Left to cry for hours while daddy hit the booze. Cared for by a rotating door of trashy women who were loose. And yet you grew to be a girl of 5 or maybe 6. Then daddy rented you out so he could get his fix. Born already addicted to a variety of substances hard. Her mother taken that day to a pauper's graveyard. Agnes Black, miserable thing, if only you died in the womb. Death would have been better instead of the pain you would consume. Agnes Black, innocent girl who never stood a chance. Much like your beginning, your future would be a cemetery dance. On good days you were beaten, on bad days it was worse. And never did you get to think that maybe you had worth. Oh, oh. sisters and brothers, but violence is repeated. And again she was mistreated. Made to feel small with no semblance of power, curled into a ball, hateful, scared, and dour. One day she prayed things would be different.
Was just small and meek, but in the orphanage was perceived as weak. Ring around the rosy, the girl in the center, while the others laughed just to torment her. From the skillet into the fire, the oft-used proverb. Surrounded by children mentally disturbed. Violence begets violence, and kids are a sponge, absorbing what they've seen that's not been expunged. Injuries fester if left untreated, psychologically spreading from being mistreated. The girl decided if nobody would help, she had to grow strong and do it herself. She had to grow scared. It was too hard to break. She would grow was kicked, the further she fell. Deeper and deeper inside herself. She may be small, she may be frail, but she wasn't dumb and her plan detailed. In the bedroom with bunk beds stacked, the radiator grew hot. Flammables kept back. In the dead of night, from the bed she crept and poured kerosene while the mean kid slept. Injuries fester if left untreated, psychologically spreading from being mistreated. The girl decided if nobody would help, she'd have to grow strong and do herself. She had to grow scales, too hard to break. She would grow scales, whatever it takes. Scales. A few tissues later and the flames grew higher, burning the orphanage in a raging fire of survivors. Few would ever question the poor little girl with abyssal depression. Juries fester if left untreated, psychologically spreading from being mistreated. The girl decided if nobody would help, she had to grow strong and do her herself. She had to grow skills, too hard to break. She would grow skills, whatever it takes.
Music flows like wine, calming, soothing, tempering. Even a beast like her, with hatred blistering. There was no one who showed compassion, but the piano keys were a passion. A press of the keys like angels singing, joined by chords and strings ringing. Oh, no. Pianos were neutral, and that's all that she asked. That's something speak without a mask. Oh, people are two-faced and smile while they plan, but music was there when she needed a hand. Fingers running along the board, notes churning to be heard. Her sorrow, fears, and wishes telling a story without words. Forgetting the past, letting go of the bundle deep inside. Intoxicated better than any drug, and happily pacified. A press of the keys like angels singing, joined by chords and strings ringing. Oh, pianos were neutral, and that's all that instead of sending others to their grave. Pianos were neutral, and that's all that she asked. That's something speak without a mask. Oh, people are two-faced and smile while they play, but music was there when she needed a hand.
Mutilation, hatred, infestation, agony, desecration, macabre, revelation. I hate my life, I hate yours too. Cut with this knife, bleed just like you. The red fog dawns like 1,000 suns, filing my mind with aggression.
just like you.
The red fog dawns like 1,000 suns, filing my mind with aggression.
Welcome to the sound station, a flying saucer of Indietronic, a galaxy exploring experience of musical erotica. The line between love and fantasy is irregular and blurred. So settle down, smoke a bowl, and explore the word. It's a roller coaster of ups and downs. Let's get high and enjoy the sound. Here comes the bass, here comes the keys. Crank up the volume, love and peace. Oh yeah, baby, love and peace. Yeah, baby, love and peace. There's so much good in the universe. Let's cultivate it and let it grow. Believe in love and camaraderie and spread the seeds we sow. Changing the world, I've lived at a time with music and beats and rhythm and rhymes. It's a roller coaster of ups and downs. Let's get high and enjoy the sound. Here comes the bass, here comes the keys. Crank up the volume, love and peace. Oh yeah, baby, love and peace. Yeah, baby, love and peace. Oh, baby, you drive me crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love it. Here comes the bass, here comes the keys. Crank up the volume, love and peace. Oh yeah, baby, love and peace. Yeah, baby, love and peace. Oh, baby, you drive me crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love it.
A dozen cities, a dozen bodies, as she continued to tour. A dozen victims, a dozen trophies, and still she wanted more. The hunger inside could not be sated. To necrophiliac memories she masturbated, but nothing compared to the orgasmic thrill of the begging and pleading before the kill. Oh, Pandora's box. When it was open, the worst of her escaped. Pleasure like no other, a thirst never slaked. Oh, Pandora's box. Always were they staring, her father's eyes embedded in the heads of those she chose. But always they remained open, though dim they might get, but never would they close. She could see his eyes burning bright as she stalked the alleys of the night. Though she had not seen him in many years, it seemed those eyes wouldn't disappear. Oh, Pandora's box. When it was open, the worst of her escaped. Pleasure like no other, a thirst never slaked. Oh, Pandora's box. She wished to kill Daddy for what he had done, but each time she did, there was always a new one. Oh, Pandora's box. When it was open, the worst of her escaped. Pleasure like no other, a thirst never slaked. Oh, Pandora's box.
I see his eyes in my nightmares, looking at me with a hateful glower. Every night I wake up sweating and take a frigid shower. But more and more I see a specter, looking at me from the heads of other men. I can't stand it, I can't stand it, I can't stand it. The world around me begins to spin. It's 50-50, the pain and pleasure, like a jolt of electricity. The things my father did were wretched, and killing him makes me free. And when I fuck the corpse, it's the power I crave. I beat you, I'm stronger than you, I've gotten my revenge, I say. But then I look down and it's not him, and I know he's gotten away again. I haven't seen him since I was a girl, and yet I see him everywhere. I don't wanna kill innocent people, but there's no innocent men anywhere. Oh, the reason I see him in their eyes is because guilt has scourged them all. They just want one simple thing, and I can use that to plan their fall. Oh, their fall. I never wanted to be a killer, I just wanted to be left alone. But they kept hurting me, and now I feel I can't atone. Is this who I am and what I want? I ask in moments of clarity, but I've grown accustomed to it, and the need is daily varied. It's 50-50, the pain and pleasure, like a jolt of electricity through me. The things my father did were wretched, and killing him makes me free. And when I fuck the corpse, it's the power I crave. I beat you, I'm stronger than you, I've gotten my revenge, I say. But then I look down and it's not him, and I know he's gotten away again. I haven't seen him since I was a girl, and yet I see him everywhere. I don't wanna kill innocent people, but there's no innocent men anywhere. Oh, the reason I see him in their eyes is because guilt has scourged
papers call it the Medusa killings, and I think there's a certain charm. And that awful thing inside me revels in inflicting harm. I cast off my identity to never hear the name again. I think I've always been Medusa, serial killer of men. Was found in Chansey Park this morning. Pieces of skin and muscle had been removed. Police refused to comment on any possible connections to similar incidents in Madison and Chicago. 9 o'clock and I'm feeling great, redeemed by my evening stroll. 10 o'clock and my breakfast is ready, poached pig spread on a roll. 11 o'clock and the tour bus awaits, let's get the fuck out of town. 12 o'clock, safe in the rear view, it's better we don't hang around. The rest of the band doesn't have a clue that a monster like me is part of their retinue. I am Alpha and Omega, do I wait just below the surface, death incarnate. Omega is my skin, only as deep as a cut, the true face before with gore cut. With gore. Show must go on. 11 p.m. free at last from now till dawn. 1 a.m. got a few nibbles, men are like big fat Chinook. 2 a.m. I'm trolling deep water and very soon I'll set the hook. The rest of the band doesn't have a clue that a monster like me is part of their retinue. I am Alpha in Omega, do I wait just below the surface, death incarnate. Omega is my skin, only as deep as a cut, the true face before with gore glut. The lure was swallowed, the trap has snapped, fangs were bared, the prey was trapped. protection. A new city, a new style, a new victim to defile. As long as the band doesn't suspect that they are traveling with the subject. The detectives know I'm a woman, though how I'm unsure. Stalking bars like a boa for victims to lure. Medusa, 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 Medusa. They can't piece the puzzle that I've distributed, or stop the body count I've contributed. Moving from city to city across the nation makes it simple for my predation. A new city, a new style, a new victim to defile. As long as the band doesn't suspect that they are traveling with the subject. The detectives know I'm a woman, though how I'm unsure. Stalking bars like a boa for victims to lure. Medusa, 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 Medusa. I know I'm sick, I know I'm demented, but I like bodies once they're fermented. The detectives know I'm a woman, though how I'm unsure. Stalking bars like a boa for victims to lure. Medusa, Medusa, Medusa. Ooh. Medusa.
Like a mongoose, I prowl the night, looking for the person that feels right. It's a one-way hunt, like interrogation glass. They don't know their prey when I walk past. Who says killers can't be women? I've got looks that charm my victims. The papers call me Medusa, but I'm no mere beast. I'm the goddess of death from the far east. I take my time and victims slay, remove their skin and take it away. Call me Medusa, oh, 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 yeah. Call me Medusa, oh. Subcutaneous fat, my personal oil, bubbled in a vat, brought to a boil. It keeps me young when I spread it thin, across my body, across my skin. Who says killers can't be women? I've got looks that charm my victims. The papers call me Medusa, but I'm no mere beast. I'm the goddess of death from the far east. I take my time and victims slay, remove their skin and take it away. Call me Medusa, oh, 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 yeah. Call me Medusa,
the goddess of death from the Far East. I take my time and victims play, remove the skin and take it away. Call me Medusa, oh, 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 yeah. Call me Medusa,
Men, it's always men, found in a sewer or alley, married, single, polyamorous, no rhyme or reason to tally. We suspect it's a woman because the wounds aren't deep. She relies on arteries close to skin to drain them in one fatal sweep. The bulk of mutilation post-mortem is done, frantic and ravenous like a toddler's tantrum. What we have to go on is like being lost in the weeds. The phones ring constantly with potential leads. So many are bogus, but each one we must investigate. With this killer on the loose, who we need to locate. Oh, we need to locate. Psychologists theorize the woman is full of hate, that it's likely a man caused her to crispate. It's revenge she wants, for revenge does she kill, because in the past a man arrested her will. The bulk of mutilation post-mortem is done, frantic and ravenous like a toddler's tantrum. What we have to go on is like being lost in the weeds. But phones ring constantly with potential leads. So many are bogus, but each one we must investigate. With this killer on the loose, who we need to locate. Oh, we need to locate. I believe someone fucked her up, though how I'm unsure. But there's no excuse for cause innocence murder. What we have to go on is like being lost in the weeds. But phones ring constantly with potential leads. So many are bogus, but each one we must investigate. With this killer on the loose, who we need to locate. We need to locate.
like a scared child, the blade runs a long red line, unzipping the abdomen. Watching eyes bulge, moistens her lips. The power gives a thrill fetus, taking souvenirs of coitus ex mortis. Fresh blood is addictive, the power it gives. For the first time, she truly lives, controlling her victims, the power it gives. For the first time, she truly lives. Oh, she truly lives. She truly wrapped in newspaper, stained a deep pink, ran under a faucet in the hotel sink. A portable element, aroma in the air. The human steak, cooked perfectly rare. The thigh, the loin, or a nice red kidney. Not so much the taste, but the thrill it gives me. Meat, a forbidden delight. Meat, raised just right. Meat, tender and bright. Meat, savor each bite. Oh, meat. Who is in control now when you're lying dead? Unable to stop me from the harvest ahead. I like to ferment small pieces of skin in my water bottle to feel powerful again. The thigh, the loin, or a nice red kidney. Not so much the taste, but the thrill it gives me. Meat, a forbidden delight. Meat, raised just right. Tender and bright. Meat,
image was grainy, digitized at best, but it provided some answers and simplified the rest. Yes, Medusa is a woman of slim shape and build, and the park camera caught glimpses just before the victim was killed. What's with her movements? Is it to confuse? From city to city like a murderer's muse. But she can't hide forever. No, soon she'll make a slip, like some piece of information or spill of a lip. My badge gleams brightly, my duty to find this ravenous creature, leaving bodies behind. There's no pattern, really, to the travels she makes. I-80 west, around the Great Lakes. Generally westward, but that varies too, and discovery of bodies likely lost a few. What's with her movements? Is it to confuse? From city to city like a murderer's muse. But she can't hide forever. No, soon she'll make a slip, like some piece of information or spill of a lip. My badge gleams brightly, my duty to find this ravenous creature, leaving bodies behind. One victim's last call was from a concert venue, a band called Omega. Perhaps it's a clue. Dear God, there's a body found in each place where this band is played. A break in the case. She won't hide forever. She's made a slip, a piece of information from a corpse, his lip. My badge gleams brightly, my duty to find this ravenous creature, leaving bodies behind.
Like a silver strand of moonlight through a window chimes. 12 people on the jury decide, guilty or innocent of the crimes. It's a farce, a show, a spectacle with determination set. Cameras and reporters watching for sign of regret. Everyone has hurt another. I do it just for fun or because I'm crazy. My lawyer's tactics spun. The sentence will be death, carried by lethal injection. The sentence has to be death for societal rejection. To pretend that this society has not belonged in the fan. The sentence must be death so they can forget again. They show pictures of corpses, skinned and shorn. It turns me on, my personal porn. There's no need for the jury to retire. Their verdict is solid as stone. What to do to the monster to make her atone? Everyone has hurt another. I do it just for fun or because I'm crazy. My lawyer's tactics spun. The sentence
arm and makes a stand. He clears his throat and ruffles the paper in hand. It's deathly quiet, you could hear a pin drop. Get on with it, dude, there's presses to stop. Find the defendant. The sentence is death, carried by lethal injection. The sentence is death for societal rejection. To pretend that this society has not been long in the sun. The sentence is death, so they can forget again. The bar slammed home like a hammer to my head. Trapped behind concrete and iron, a metal sheet for a bed. All nice and safe, no sharp edges for accidents. On death row, but not by my own hand. On this they were intransigent. The shrinks didn't find me crazy. I was competent to stand trial, trial. The public wants answers, but I'm resolute in denial. Even in this place, there's still games to play. Damage to deal, although I'm locked away. Bodies unfound, except in my mind. I'll string them along time after time. Oh, until I find a way. Oh, until I find a way. Be sacrificed to the altar of revenge, restore the balance right. But I've just one life to lose, and I can push off the day by revealing information and then appeals array. The shrinks didn't find me crazy. I was competent to stand trial, trial. The public wants answers, but I'm resolute in denial. Even in this place, there's still games to play. Damage to deal, though I'm locked away. Bodies unfound, except in my mind. I'll string them along time after time. Until I find a way. Until I find a way. I'm not lonely in here, with memories untethered, and a myriad of lovely handwritten fan letters. Even in this place, there's still games to play. Damage to deal, though I'm locked away. Bodies unfound, except in my mind. I'll string them along time after time. Until I find a way. Until I find a way. say, and I'll admit to all the things you want. All the acts pulled upon my name so your newspaper can flaunt. I need a keyboard, as musician is my trade. And of all the undue punishments, it's by far the worst I've paid. Time is like a glacier in here. It does not move and looms, even larger than life, and like a volcano fumes. My dearest friend, my only peace, let me play once more upon the ivory keys. Oh, upon the ivory keys. Mr. Reporter, do you hear my plea? Think of all the money and reputation that my admission might you gain. The amount above my speculation, all for the cost of a keyboard and an hour to which I may play. Think of all the families grieving, wondering of their loved ones still to this day. My dearest friend, my only peace, let me play once more upon the ivory keys. Oh, upon the ivory keys. Affirmative was his answer, as I expected all along. And I'll get my wish, though my promises fall wrong. My dearest friend, my only peace, let me play once more upon the ivory keys. Upon the ivory keys. Dear M.
I think you've done God's work. I wish I could be like you, but I'm too afraid of the consequences. I pray you get out soon. Medusa, I'm a 34-year-old divorcee who discovered my hatred for men when my husband cheated on me with my best friend. Women should be together, and I feel a real connection. If you'd marry me, I'll visit before your lethal injection. Killer! One day you'll be punished. I hope you suffer greatly for the acts you committed. You're a piece of shit innately.
Sweet Agnes,
I listen to your music nightly. I understand what you were saying. It's all there in somber tones like coyotes at the moon baying. As a musician, I never received so much fan mail. So many people asking for signatures from this jail. The Medusa killer! Your name sucks, you heinous cunt. Women's suffrage is a slight. I'm going to beat my wife twice as hard tonight. When they execute you, a party I'm gonna host. And when they announce your death, us men will have a toast. To whom it may concern, what you did wasn't right. But I truly understand it's hard to process the trauma of being beaten by a man. Medusa, please give me an autograph. I think you are the best. Here's $5 that I can spare. Please fulfill my request. Sweet Agnes Black, I listen to your music nightly. I understand what you were saying. It's all there in somber tones like coyotes at the moon baying. As a musician, I never received so much fan mail. So many people asking for signatures from this jail. Medusa, I've heard your real name on the news, and I think I found your botter. He's a hard man, mean and vile. In Mazatlan, Mexico is your father. The know where daddy is, Mazatlan, Mexico. I have to get to him. I have to make him pay. Confined to these walls of concrete and layers of barbed wire, where there's a will, there's a way, and my need to be free is dire. The letter said Dad is in Mexico, and I can't kill him from inside. So I have to find a way out to get where he resides. I have a reason to live now, not content to rot in my cell, waiting for my turn on death
blow. From my cell he takes me to somewhere below. I can palm his keys as I fulfill his needs, then jump down hard and laugh as he bleeds. His gun is mine now and I slip through the blocks, using his keys and spit out his cock. This autocratic microcosm, with its warden potentate and his violent guards, won't let me escape. But I'm not stupid and can play these dumb apes to catch them off guard and make my escape. Ooh, make my escape. I run through the hallways, very easy it's not. And to get freedom, many guards were shot. I hotwire a car as a riot ensues, cover for my break as away I cruise. This autocratic microcosm, with its warden potentate and his violent guards, won't let me escape. But I'm not stupid and can play these dumb apes to catch them off guard and make my escape. After 26 years of searching, a path with corpses strewn in Mexico found lurching my father, the awful goon, stealing into his home, quiet as a church mouse. Inside he leaves alone, inside this run-down flop house. Breathing is ragged, baited as his form takes shape, laid out by drugs abated, snoring in his dreamscape. Hesitating only a moment, this man who gave me life, but whose rough and calloused hands filled me up with strife. Nobody hears me screaming as I finally get my wish, a sinister smell spreading while I gut him like a fish. I gut him like a fish. For my life entire, I sought this brutal day, but it wasn't joy but ire as his organs play. The joy I thought I'd feel was replaced with grim satisfaction, watching the blood congeal and pondering my reaction. How strange this evocation, the complexity evinced, humming with intonation as if my